What's up, EAW fam? Back here to kind of show you the test bench and how it's coming along, or at least my testing and work area. So basically down here I've set up the power supply. I haven't got everything wired in yet, but we got this Astron power supply right here. This thing will definitely give you the juice that you need. It puts out about 14.6 volts constant. As a backup, we got the Cascade APS 55. If I wanted to run multiple things and switch out to a different power supply, or run an amp off of that power supply and the bench off of that, then that's possible. And all y'all looking for RCAs, I put this in a post on Facebook on one of the car audio forums. Just buy your own cable and make your own. Somebody was asking who has the best RCAs. I bought supposedly custom made $90 per run RCAs, and I'm not impressed. Definitely not impressed. So make your own. I got some 6-wire, which is the big roll, and then I got your standard 2-wire, which is the smaller roll. At that point, I'm able to make 2, 4, 6, 3 sets of RCAs out of one run. So yeah, man, that's the way to go with that. But onto the bench, there's my test box that I've built. Everything works. I got to hook the power up to it. But other than that, it works. Got the Weller soldering station right here with the solder sucker. All your tools, got your mat. Come over here, we've got our, I call it the octopus, but whatever you want to call it, but this will hold your board right here to do all your work on it and go from there. So you can do all that, place your components on here. Gotta be safe, so you gotta have your solder sucker, your fume sucker right here. We got the hot air rework station right here. And right here we have our hot plate. So when you're working on a board like this, if you used paste solder to put into the holes and place your components, you could, let's see, let me just grab a board here. This one's already been soldered, but you could grab your board here, get this heated up, put it on there, and let it bake all your solder for you. And then remove it, let it cool, and everything will be soldered, so you won't have to do individual terminals. You can just put your solder paste on there on the back side or front side and stick your stuff through, however you want to do it, really. I've done it both ways. But so that works there. Magnetic mat, of course, you got to have your static strip. You don't want to burn nothing, a couple tools, or you don't want to freak anything out with static. And then the solder pot. So if you need to tin things or do whatever, I've used one of these. I know a lot of people don't even know what the hell they are, but yeah, that's it. Pretty much the whole setup right there. Of course, your magnifier, so you can look and get a better view of what you're placing, not have to strain your eyes. I am thinking about possibly picking up a little pick and place machine, just maybe to make things easier, especially if I start producing some boards for some equalizers like I want to do. But that's a setup for now. Let's see what else we got. We got a couple other things out here. Variac transformers, that we've got a little tube driver action going on right there. We got our audio oscillator and, of course, an RTA. Got to have an RTA. Behind here, I have all my DAC stuff. So I'll probably get a laptop eventually and get that out here, or at least one of my old laptops. But soldering stuff right here, hot air tips and whatnot. But anyway, this is the setup. Obviously, it's not all on here at the same time. If I'm working on something, stuff comes off, stuff goes on, and have room to work and do my thing. So that's just a little basic setup. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just so you know, this right here goes into this little light here, which is charging right now. And then you can light your board up so you can see your work. But there it is. That's the setup. There's the test bench, the test box, control panel, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, that's kind of really all you need. You don't really even need, things like this. You could get away with just a soldering iron and a small tip. And of course, for safety, your fan here. And do some electronic stuff. So I got an O-scope hopefully coming on the way, so we'll see how that goes. And other than that, that's what we're working with. So a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of reading, a little background. I mean, I have worked a pick and place before. I have built circuit boards before for a company way back in the day that made like plug-in, what do you call them? Kind of like those, what do you call those? Like what you plug into your ECU and you could flash it and change it, and kind of like a super chips type of thing. So I have worked for a company back in the day similar to that, making PCBs with them with the pick and place. So I do have a little bit of knowledge on what I'm doing. Not too much, but enough to be dangerous. So stay safe out there. Love you guys. Be good. We're heading into the weekend. Stay safe. Peace out.